Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Mina, and for today's tutorial I wanted to teach you guys how to apply false lashes. Now, applying lashes is a very simple thing, but for others it can be very difficult. So I wanted to show you my step-by-step, and hopefully it makes it easier for you to be able to take your look from 0 to 100 real quick. Now, if you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see how to apply your lashes, then please keep watching.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Alright, so I brought you guys in even closer so that way you can see how effortless it is to put on lashes. Like, I can't tell you guys how many people, when I do their makeup, once I put lashes on them, they're just so amazed about how much your look changes. Like, it just will, even if it's not like super dramatic, like it takes it from 0 to 100. It gives your look like that extra oomph that everybody's looking for. And like I said, something so simple can just change it so much, and it just like makes it so beautiful. So I think, you know, especially if you don't have lashes, like it just changes it, and it's just something that I think everybody should know how to do. A lot of people, you know, they don't stay on, or they don't know how to put them on, or it hurts and their eyes watering all the time. So that's why I wanted to make a video so I could show you guys how effortless it could be. So, you know, I always like to do some type of a liner when I'm gonna wear lashes, even if it's a really thin one, because it helps hide the lash band. So the lashes I'm gonna be using today, and I'm opening a brand new box so that way I can do it with you guys and you guys can see, is by Eyler, and this is the ones that they collabed with Talia, and this is in the Power Play. And these are supposedly the more dramatic ones. I really like these Eyler kits because they always come complete. Like, they always have their directions, but once you open it, you know, they always have the glue, they have the lashes. Like, it's just, they really try to make it easy for you. So now, the one common mistake that I see people do is they take them straight out of the carton, the box or whatever it comes in, and they just right away glue on, stick it on, and they think that that's it. Like, no. These lashes come universal, so that way they fit most people's eye shape, but you have to trim them. Trimming them to your eye shape is what is key. If they're too long, you know, they're going to be poking your inner corner, your outer corner, and that's what's going to make them very comfortable. Like, you want to be able to put the lash on. Obviously, you're going to see some type of a shade because it's not something you're used to. But if it's poking you or it's uncomfortable in any type of way, then you know that it is wrong. I have my little mirror right here. So I like to take them, and I just like to lay them on top of my natural lashes to see about if I need to cut them or not. Some lashes come like perfect to my eye shape, and I have a long lid, so I don't have to cut them. But if I feel like once they're sitting on there, they're bothering me in a type of way, then I know I need to trim them a little bit. And I always like to trim on the outside because you're always trimming off then those, like, the flutter part of the lashes. Cutting the inner part, you're cutting those ones that are tapering from the short to the longer side. So if you're cutting those off, you're just going to begin with the long all the way across, and like then it looks kind of funny. So I always trim from the outside if I need to. So I'm just trimming how much I think I need to trim off. Just like that. And then I'm going to apply a thin layer of glue. You don't need to glob it on, but you want to make sure that the band right here is evenly coated. Like, you want it all to be coated with the glue. You don't want to, like I said, miss some parts, because then it will fall off, it will be weak, and it won't withstand anything. My favorite type of glue to use is by Duo. This is the dark. It's like a black. That's my preference. You can use clear if you want. You know, it's going to come out white at first, but once it dries down, it will dry clear. I just find that on me that clear kind of looks whitish to me, so I just prefer the black one. I think it makes my lashes look darker. So this is what I prefer. And I'm just going to put that thin layer on. I see some people put it on the back of their hand, but I mean, I'm just putting that thin layer on right here. Like I said, you don't need to glob it on. If it's easier for you to put it on the back of your hand and then, you know, run the lash through it, however's easier, it's totally okay. So then what I like to do is just set that lash down right there. Now I have super straight lashes. I have thick, like I have a lot of lash, but they're straight. So to curl them or to just put a lash on them, you know, they usually have a curl to them and mine are straight, so you can always tell. So only when I'm gonna wear falsies, I like to curl my lashes just so that way they flow nicely with the false ones. So I just like to, you know, take my eyelash curler. I press a few times, and I'm not like squeezing down so hard. I've seen some people who squeeze down so hard, especially my clients will just, they're pressing down so hard because they're trying to get that curl. And I'm just like, you know, just a little bit of a firm pressure, and I just like to, you know, almost pulse it a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell my hand, just so that way it's getting that curve, but there's no need to, like, you don't need to crank down on it. It's not going to get any more curlier than that. And so then I like to take some mascara. For this one, I'm using by It Cosmetics, the Superhero Mascara. And I will put mascara only coating underneath my lash. I won't put it on top because I feel like, again, that's just going to make my lashes come down. It's going to create them straight. So I like to put it right here underneath, just like this. I have a little bit of mascara on already, but a little more never hurts. So I'm just putting it right underneath so that way it helps that curl to stay up. Now I'm going to take my lash. Now if it's easier for you to use tweezers, you can use a lash applicator. This one's by Lily Lashes, but I usually like to use this afterwards when the lashes are on, and I like to press them in together with my natural lashes when the mascara is kind of wet, because then I feel like they really grab on and they just morph better with my natural lashes. Like I said, when I'm curling my lashes and putting my mascara on, I'm giving it that time to get tacky. And like I said, that is key. I see people, like, the most common mistake is you put glue on and right away you want to put your lash on. No, like, you need to give it time. It needs to be practically almost dry to put on, because you want it to be at that point where it's super tacky, and as soon as you put it on, it's going to grab. Because if not, then you're going to be messing around with it. You're going to get glue everywhere and you're going to get a messy look. Always give it time, at least 30 seconds to dry, and then you could just pop it on and it's going to be so effortless. So what I like to do, I'm hoping you guys can see, is I like to just lay it down. I'm not going to worry about putting it on correctly the first time. Like, obviously that's what you want, but like I said, I'm not going to be like, oh, starting at the front and making sure it goes to the end. What I like to do is make sure I'm sitting it right on top of my natural lashes and making sure that the middle part is stuck to where I want it to be. Then you can pull the outer part to adjust it to where you want, making sure that sticks. And I always worry about the inner corner last. Why? Because that's always the tricky part, to make sure to get it where you need it to be. And you see, it's not moving on me. Like, once I lay it down, it's there. Can you already see, like, how much more dramatic this side is than this one? Like I said, you're gonna see that shade. So if you're not used to it, that's okay. But you don't want to feel any type of pokiness on the inside or outside, or your eye watering, because then you know that you did something wrong. That's the only way you're gonna be able to check if you did something wrong. Make sure that you're not gluing the false lash to your natural lashes. When you pull it off, you will pull off your natural lashes, and I can't stress that enough. Make sure you're sitting it barely on top, but that glue is sticking to your eyelid right above those lashes. So now that it's on there, I like to take my lash applicator and I like to just run along my natural lashes and the band lashes like that, just pressing together, so that way they're morphing into one and it looks more natural, like if they were my own. Alright guys, that's it for today's tutorial. It's a short one, but it's very informative. I hope you liked it, and hopefully you find putting on false lashes now is a breeze. Hopefully I made your life a little bit more easier and answered some questions that you probably had if you didn't know how to already apply lashes. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.